To solve this question, we first need to follow our order of operations and solve each of these sets of parentheses independently. So let's start with that first set of parentheses. 28 over 19 divided by 15 over 38. Remember that dividing with fractions is the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal, or the flip of that fraction. So we can actually say that this is 28 over 19 times the flip or reciprocal of this fraction. So flip your numerator and denominator to make this fraction 38 over 15. And now we can continue as normal. 28 times 38 over 19 times 15. Now, we can separate 38 into a factor pair of 19 times 2, which will just simplify our multiplying process. This becomes 28 times 19 times 2 over 19 times 15. And this will allow for us to eliminate both of these 19s because 19 divided by 19 would just equal the number 1. So now this becomes 28 times 2 over 15, and 28 times 2, we can pull over here to the side. 2 times 8 is 16, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So we have our final fraction is 56 over 15. Oops. 56 over 15. Now we need to move on to our other set of parentheses. 4 over 45 divided by 16 over 3. Again, dividing with fractions is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So now this question looks like this. 4 times 3 over 45 times 16. We can split both of these larger numbers into a factor pair of 15 times 3 and 4 times 4, which would make this 4 times 3 over 15 times 3 times 4 times 4. And now we can eliminate this 4 and this 4 because dividing 4 by 4 would just give us 1, and get rid of 3 and 3, leaving us with 1 over 15 times 4. And 15 times 4 would give us 4 times 5 is 0, carry the 2, 20. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So it leaves us with 1 over 60. Now we can go through, and I'll actually make a little bit of room, get rid of that multiplication. Now we can do this subtraction, but before we do that subtraction, we are going to need, get a completely new color, we're going to need common denominators because we have currently 56 over 15 minus 1 over 60. So what is that common denominator? Well, the common denominator is going to be 60. And to get that 60, we just found that down here. 15 times 4 gives us 60. So if we multiply this by 4 and this by 4, we will get our new fractions. So this is going to look like, we'll do 56 times 4 down here. 4 times 6 is 24, carry the 2. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 is 22. So we will have 224 over 60 minus 1 over 60, which will give us 223 over 60 as our final answer, or almost our final answer, because now the last thing we need to do is simplify it into a mixed fraction. Looking at our answer choices, 6 as the whole number is going to be too large. 60 times 6 would mean we would be pulling 360 out of 223. That is not possible. So we can go ahead and eliminate answer choice C and D. So between answer choice A and B, we would do 60 times 3, which is 180. We would be pulling out 223 over 60 minus 180 over 60 because that is equal to 3 wholes. Now we just have to figure out what is left over. Is it going to be 43 or is it going to be 19? Let's do the subtraction and find out. 3 minus 0 is 3. We'll have to borrow. 12 minus 8 is 4. 1 minus 1 is 0. So there you have it. Our final answer is 3 wholes and 43 over 60, making answer choice A our correct answer.